Good evening, class. This is a video tutorial on simplifying, or where we'll learn to simplify algebraic expressions involving addition and subtractions. Well, this actually has a special name for it. It's actually called collecting like terms. Collecting like terms. And essentially what collecting like terms is we can so first of all we'll see what like terms are. Like terms are algebraic expressions with the same pronumeral. Same, so I'm going to underline that, same pronumeral. And similarly or dissimilarly, let me correct that. Unlike terms, it's going to be the same thing, are algebraic expressions with, underlining, different pronumerals. Okay, and like terms, these ones here, like terms can be added or subtracted. Now, again, like with most things in math, it'll only make sense once you start to see it. So I'm just going to give you a few examples here. So let's take, for example A. 4k plus 6k. Okay. Stupid joke. So these have the same pronumeral. So this is an algebraic expression, or is just one term. This is the algebraic term. Each term has the same pronumeral. They both have k on them. Therefore, since they are like terms, we can add them. So 4k plus 6k is just 10k. Now, if you're wondering how to make sense out of this, well, imagine these, because remember letters represent things. Okay, so let's just pretend that we have this one here is 4 boxes. So that's 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 boxes, and this is 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, altogether we would have 10 boxes. So this would be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 4k here. That's 4k and 6k. Well, that will equal to 10k. You don't have to draw these boxes. This is just for you to visualize this. Okay. So let's give you a few more. Example B. 7w minus 3w. Okay, well, this is the same letter, same pronumeral. That is the same pronumeral. Okay, so they have the same pronumeral. We can collect like terms. We can collect them. So it's going to be 7 minus 3, which is 4. And then the letters are going to be the exact same. 4W. And once again, if we want to visualize this, we can think of W as, I don't know, a bucket. So we have 7, that's 1 bucket, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buckets, and we're going to subtract 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So for each one here, we're going to subtract. So that's get rid of 3. We're left with 4 buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4W. This was 7W, 3W. So we're going to subtract it. But if we have something like, say, this following one, we have 4K plus 7W. Now these are unlike terms, so we cannot add these. Okay, so these will just, this question, oops, sorry, that shouldn't be equals. It should be question C. Question C. In this one, since they're not the same term, they cannot be added. Okay, so this is just going to stay as 4K plus 7W. So just rewrite the thing. Okay, now you might be slightly confused because in previous videos you saw that these can interact. Yes, they can, but not in addition. Okay, so if I will write a question D next to it, if I had 4K times 7W, well, this is not addition, so these can interact. In this one, it'd be 4 times 7, which is 28. K times W, well, that's just KW. But look at the difference. This is addition. This one is multiplication. Okay, they interact differently. Only like terms may add or subtract, but multiplication can happen regardless. Okay, we'll just do a few more examples so you get the hang of things. We'll do, it's D, we're up to E now. Question E is 7x plus 3x. Okay, so this is 7 lots of something plus 3 lots of the same thing. So these are like terms. So 7 plus 3 is 10, and the letter must remain. Question F. 9W minus 3W. I'll just put up a few questions here actually for you. I want you to give them a go as I'm writing them out. Okay, if G, question H is 8y minus y. H, and the question I is 6k plus 7. All right. So, did you get these ones? Are these like terms? Well, yes they are. 9w minus 3w, same letter. So these are like terms. So 9 minus 3 is 6w. These two, 7x plus 9w. Okay, so these are not like terms. So they remain as just 7x plus 9w. We can't add them together. This one might have been slightly confusing. I'm going to write in pencil what this one actually means. 8y minus y. Well, remember, these are like terms because they have the same letter, same pronumeral. But a lot of students actually think this is just going to be 8, that the y's go away. That is not actually true. I may have mentioned it in previous videos, but if you have a letter on its own, there's actually a secret number 1 here. Okay, it's actually 8y minus 1y. But in mathematics, we don't say or write 1y. We just write it as y. Okay, so we have 8y minus 1y, or just y. 8y minus y is 7y, because it's 8 minus 1. And lastly here, 6k plus 7. This is a bit of a curveball because this one doesn't have any letters at all. But the same question stands. Do they have the same letter? The answer is no. They do not have the same letter. So these are unlike terms. So these just remain as they are. We just rewrite them as they are, just like that. Okay, so I hope that gave you a good overview. Let me try to frame this. Good overview on collecting like terms, which is the addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions.